Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is characteristics of polynomial functions. In order to understand this topic, I made a table that has 4 columns. The first column is about degree, which is the highest exponent. The second column is the leading coefficient, the coefficient of the term with the highest degree in a polynomial. And then the end behaviors, at the end the quadrants. Or you can switch the order of the quadrants and the end behavior. So let's just talk about what if the degree is even. What happens? So when the degree is even and leading coefficient is negative, the end behaviors will be if x approaches to infinity, y will approach to negative infinity. If x approaches to negative infinity, y approaches to negative infinity as well. Then the function extends from the quadrant 3 to quadrant 4. So I'm going to write Q3 to Q4. Now let's just look at when the degree is even and leading coefficient is positive. And behaviors will be when x approaches to infinity, y will approach to infinity as well. If x approaches to negative infinity, y approaches to infinity as well. Therefore, the function extends from the quadrant 2 to quadrant 1. Similarly, we will talk about odd degrees. If the degree is odd, the leading coefficient is negative. The end behavior will be x approaches to infinity, then y approaches to negative infinity. When x approaches to negative infinity, then y approaches to positive infinity. And then the function extends from the quadrant 2 to quadrant 4. Similarly, if the degree is odd, with the positive leading coefficient, the end behavior will be x approaches to infinity, y approaches to infinity as well. X approaches to negative infinity, then y approaches to negative infinity. And the function extends from the quadrant 3 to quadrant 1. So you can use this table in order to graph, in order to tell the degree and the leading coefficient, and which quadrant the graph will extend, or the function extend from which quadrant to which quadrant. And we know that the degree of the polynomial function provides information about the shape, turning point, and zeros of the graph. And the degree and the leading coefficient, which are first 2 columns in the equation of a polynomial function, indicate the end behavior, which is the third column. In order to summarize, a polynomial function of degree n has at most n minus 1 local maximum or minimum points, the turning points. A polynomial function of degree n may have up to n distinct zeros, which are x-intercepts. If a polynomial function is odd degree, it must have at least one x-intercept and an even number of turning points. If a polynomial function is even degree, it may have no x-intercepts and an odd number of turning points. So these are the things which you can keep in mind in order to find out degree, leading coefficient, and behavior, and the quadrants. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel.